Hello, welcome to the Bodybuilder Kitchen Pitch. I'm going to brief you on the concept of this meal prep delivery company and present the ask for what we are selling the company for. Feel free after the presentation to hit that CTA to reach out if there is interest in this business. So to start, imagine you are a 38-year-old person living in Philadelphia. You have a partner, you have a business that you're running, you're an investor, you're busy all the time, you value your time, you value convenience, and you're trying to stay healthy. You go to the gym a few times a week, but the biggest challenge is finding the time to grocery shop, cook, and prep healthy meals. You've tried some of the other local meal prep delivery services like Snap Kitchen, which is a nationwide company. However, portion sizes are very small for what you're paying for it. And so you haven't been satisfied with any of the companies out there and you're looking for a better solution. Bodybuilder Kitchen is presently not operational, but was operating for 3 years. And the one trend across all of our customers was that they value time and convenience. From those 3 years, we learned through customer interviews with our customers, we learned that our customers were spending about 2 to 12 hours per week on grocery shopping and meal prepping when they were not purchasing Bodybuilder Kitchen meals. So it was a median time of 7 to 8 hours. And our customers also generally varied on how they felt about cooking, mostly leaning towards not wanting to cook because of the high value placed on their time. There was a study done by CNBC and a separate study done by Harvard that stated that 90% of Americans do not enjoy cooking. And then the separate statistic is the amount of money that Americans spend on lunch during the work week alone. And so that's around between $2,600 to $3,900. There have been different surveys done over the years, and they typically fall within this range. So enter Bodybuilder Kitchen. Bodybuilder Kitchen is a meal prep delivery company. We are based in Philadelphia. Most of our customers are in the Philadelphia, King of Prussia, South Jersey area. The solution is we grocery shop, prep, cook, portion all of the meals for our customers so they don't have to. The great thing about a meal prep delivery service is that it's a subscription service. So it automates all aspects of the meal prep process for the customer. And then on the back end, ordering, invoicing, and delivery is also all automated. So it's, in terms of food and beverage companies, it is a high ROI company. Your labor costs are lower because there's no front of house. All you need is a ghost kitchen, a couple chefs, and you need staff for delivery. And this company in particular has a niche market within the meal prep delivery space, and that is custom macros. That's custom size of protein, carb, and vegetable. There is only one other company on the market that's doing this right now called Icon Meals. They have expanded into a 40,000 square foot warehouse and they ship nationwide. So that's the potential growth for this company. Since its inception, it has just been local, and even to just expand within the Philadelphia market does require a little bit of funding. So if a buyer is prepared to come in with a little bit of capital, it would be easy to scale. This is an example of a BBK meal. Again, the portions are customized. while the company was operational, we did have several athletes and bodybuilders on the program. And many of our customers were also in this category of people that are professionals and maybe amateur athletes, or they're just trying to take care of themselves in their spare time. Not necessarily a professional athlete, though we did have some very serious athletes on the program as well. So I'm just going to quickly go through our personas. I kind of was speaking to this persona in the intro. This is someone who is a busy professional, doesn't have a ton of time, is trying to eat healthy and exercise, but struggles managing his time around a healthy lifestyle. Persona number 2, very similar. This persona also has a family and is trying to balance career, family, as well as taking care of herself. And is finding similar struggles. It's hard to find the time to cook healthy meals for herself. So this company, as I mentioned before, was run out of a home kitchen for 3 years, grossing about $6,000 per month. So definitely a micro business, but very sustainable, very loyal customers. It was bootstrapped from day one. There was no capital going into it, just enough money for the ingredients, and kind of grew from there. We had 2 chefs part-time. Just some numbers on what the company was earning at that time. Average order value was about $150 per week. That's about 15 meals at that time before taxes. The average customer is spending between $600 to $800 per month. I just estimated this out. Let's assume that someone is consistent on the program for 12 months. That's a total of $7,200 per customer per year. Taking that number to get the lifetime value, let's say folks are on the program for 5 years, then that's a lifetime value of $36,000. Theoretically, people could stay on this program their whole lives. It is, it's healthy meals, custom macros, and then you can change out the meals as you like. So depending on, usually people were ordering when they were home. I had a few folks that were traveling a lot for work, and so they would not order on the weeks that they were traveling, but when they were at home, they would be ordering with us. So that was kind of the only variability there, but our most dedicated customers were ordering every single week, same number of meals each week. This is the total market size based on eating habits and target income across the country, almost 1 trillion, so $900 billion. And then the total market size in Philadelphia alone is 18.6 billion. Taking over this company to break even, you would only need, with those average numbers, about 4 to 5 customers in that first month if they're spending that average order value and ordering every week. Let's just say, because the company has not been operational for a little bit, that you're not able to get that same customer loyalty right away, then you would need 15 new customers per week in that first month to break even. While I was running BBK, we didn't have any customer acquisition cost aside from my own personal labor. Everything was word of mouth. I did some tabling events at gyms at the time, and that was how we got our customer base. There are upsell and expansion opportunities. We were only serving the Philadelphia area, so South Jersey, Philly, and King of Prussia, but there are opportunities to expand to Delaware, New Jersey, and further out in Pennsylvania as well. National shipping is possible with FedEx. You can just do dry ice and ice packs. That's what companies like Goldbelly usually do when they ship across the country. And as I mentioned before, we did have some monthly MRR, monthly recurring revenue. However, with commercial equipment, that's when scale is kind of possible. Our competition, Icon Meals, as I mentioned before, is the only direct competitor in the space. They have a similar product. They target athletes, and they have that custom order option. They are based in Texas with that big warehouse space. Other competitors, Kettlebell Kitchen, they're actually not in business anymore. They started out in UK, moved to New York, and were expanding before they closed. That was also a more like athletic targeted program, though they did not have the custom macros option. And then Home Appetit is also a healthy meal prep service, and they are of scale. However, that is not targeting that athlete demographic. That's more just general healthy meals. So just a comparison of features. Again, Icon Meals was very similar to us. Kettlebell Kitchen had some stuff in common. Home Appetit is a different service entirely. There are some risks and costs associated with a meal prep company. It is, as far as food and beverage companies go, a very low cost food and beverage. So low cost, high revenue equals good ROI. The only staff you need is kitchen staff and drivers. There's no front of house staff in a meal prep company. It's all you need is a ghost kitchen, as I mentioned. Commercial kitchens in Philly are between 500 to 2,000 per month. There's one that I found in Northeast Philly. It was after the company had closed, so I didn't end up moving into that kitchen, but that kitchen is still available if you wanted to start up there. And then the total start for cost for 2 chefs in a commercial kitchen just to start is around 3,000 per month. And these are just some metrics that this deck is attached to the listing in BizBuySell. So feel free to look through and just go through all these numbers after watching this presentation. I'm just going to quickly, you guys can read through it as I scan through these slides. There is a link to the website with the password also in the deck that you can access through the listing, and just a kind of vague roadmap of what it would take to launch this company from where it is right now. And then just some financial projections. We have been closed for a little bit now, but after kind of putting that blood, sweat, and tears back into that website, getting it launched again, and then just doing some announcements on social media and email, I think that we'd be able to get back into an operational place with that 5-figure income. And then if that goes well, obviously scaling is easier. So buy-in, what we're looking for is $250,000 for a 90% majority ownership. I would be interested in staying on to help relaunch the company. So onboarding kitchen and delivery staff, finishing that quality testing of the website, making sure everything works, making sure that on the back end, the new owners are able to download all the information that they need. I would be transferring all of the accounts to the new owner. And then once the company is in an operational place, I would want to sell the rest of that 10% to the new owner. And that is all. I am reachable via email and via phone and by the contact information in the BizBuySell listing. Please feel free to reach out if this was interesting to you. I look forward to hearing from any of you in the near future. Thank you.